Good morning, afternoon, evening, whenever you see this. This is Dee with Older, INFP-A, Assertive Insights. And today, quickly, I am going to talk about the pull of the FI. And that might help for you if you're wondering which type you are, which type you lean to, because there are quite a few who are similar and they get mistyped. I'm not going to get into all that because I'm making real short videos in 2025 and see how they go. Short for me. So welcome if it's your first time. Welcome if it's your 1000th time or in between. So yeah, this came to me just from an example, and I do use back up the facts, science with my life examples. That's just what I do. So FI is what INFPs lead with, which is introverted feelings. Now, has little to do with feelings. It has to do with emotions and feelings in the context of your value system, morals, ethics, depending on which model you use. It's internalized. I like to call it internal. So we keep it all inside of us, and a lot of people, because we don't present it to the world. Now, the opposite of that would be FE, which is external feelings, which is out in the world. People who lead with that or have it strong in their stack. They are all about harmony in the world. They tend to put others first. They think of others' feelings and likes and dislikes first. I know I have a daughter that's that way. She's ESFP. J. Oh gosh, she's not a P. ESFJ. And when she does something for people, she'll do what is their favorite thing. And she'll ask, if it's a food and she likes to cook. If it's a food, she's like, oh, what's your favorite cake, for example? I've noticed lately in 2025 that I know I have been using my NI more than my NE, which is intuition. And so INFPs are FINE, the first two slots, where we externalize our intuition. And so I switched that and was trying to do FENI, because I've been doing NI things. And you can see a video, the last video I did or two, talks about NI and NE. And, or NI, you can get the details about that. So, yeah, I've noticed I've done the intuition has switched over. So I thought, well, let me do some more FE, and let me just switch it over more deliberately. That's harder to do, to switch, for me anyway. It's harder to switch from FI to FE. And so I thought, well, I'm going to be nicer to people. I'm going to compliment people more deliberately. I mean, not fake, but, deliberately try to, it's like I sent an email to my daughter thanking her for coming over last week. That's not something I would normally do. I thanked her while she was here. Normally I would think, well, that's enough. You came, we had a good time, that's enough, I thanked you. But I sent her an email tonight thanking her again and how much fun I had and all this, which is not my normal thing, but that's the kind of thing I was trying to do. I will say it's hard, and to where I'm going with this, I'm getting off track a little bit because I'm an INFP and that's what we do, is that if you're trying to just can't figure out which type you are, see about the FI or the FE. Now, I don't know about people who are heavy predominant FE users. If it's the same, let me know if you're watching. I know a few do. But I know with FI, whenever I try to have, this week I've tried to use the FE, there's a part of me, a big part of me that sits on my shoulder, kind of whispers and then yells like, well, you don't have to do that. An example of that is that a person, I live in an apartment complex for seniors, doesn't matter, I'm just telling you, we're all the same age and all old. And I happen to like her. And I've taken, I think she's taken a little bit of an interest in me because she's Puerto Rican. And people here just, I think they use her. She gets invited to everything because she's really sweet. I've heard that word, that she's really sweet and she's very quiet. But I don't think they really get to know anything about her. And I'm one that I want to know about Puerto Rico. I want to know about the food, and I want to know about this and that, what town she was from. And then she used to live in New York City, and I visit that quite a bit, and we talk about New York quite a bit. So I've taken an interest. I have shown an interest in her. So anyway, that's one person I do like that's here. And but I don't hang around her too much because she's part of the little group that likes to tell that I don't get along with. So I have to be careful how I approach her because of that. But so here we go. This is definitely my introversion coming out. Or introversion staying in, saying, don't say too much. But anyway, the point being at the end, and I always have a point at the end, is that I was talking about birthdays. I'm still going to talk about birthdays to someone. And she asked me when, I said, my birthday's coming up. That was several weeks ago. And she asked me when, and I told her, and she said, oh, well, hers happens to be the very next day. And so I told her, I said, oh, happy birthday early. I did tell her that. And she never has said anything to me about happy birthday. So when it was her birthday, and I do know that little group that's got this little secretive communication system of texting each other. It's the silliest thing. And they get together secretly. They have a monthly, I found out from somebody else down the hall, they have a monthly birthday lunch. So they go to lunch once a month and celebrate whoever's birthday is that month. Now, they've never mentioned that to me. The ones, I'm not supposed to know about this. This is another thing I'm not supposed to know about, which is crazy. But anyhow, on her birthday, this one that I kind of like, the one that's from Puerto Rico, she, on her birthday, I was going to text her. She is the only one here that I've got her phone number to. And she's got my phone number. I haven't really done anything with anybody else. And I was going to text her happy birthday and put that out there, do more of a FE type thing to be more extroverted in my associations with people and more external. And then it was a very big pull. The FI pull was like, well, why are you doing that? Don't worry about that. She's never told you happy birthday. Plus, you're not invited to, she's okay for her birthday. Her family's here. Her family is here. And they always take her out. And then she's going to the monthly club that I'm not supposed to know about, the luncheon for the birthday. They're going to give her a little something. I know that. And then I don't want to be kind of involved. And maybe she gets the text when she's with other people, and then that's not FIFE, that's the NE thinking, what if. So they came across very strong, and I battled all day long whether to text her happy birthday, but I thought, well, no, she never told me. But what won out was, well, she never told me happy birthday, and who really cares? And she's got people anyway, and if she it doesn't matter. And I told myself all these things, and it just, not to be negative, it just came to my brain. It was just, I think the FIME is like, it kind of goes against my values, that I don't like this group that she's a part of. She's fine, but I don't like that group. And I know they're out having lunch for the birthday, And I don't want a text going through and she would say, oh, well, that's D. She's wishing me happy birthday. And it's like that would be another slap in the face that I'm not included. Yes, and it turns into all about me. So her birthday turned into all about me. So that was a strong pull. So I think if you have a strong pull, maybe either way, but I know the FI works and works for me a whole lot stronger than FE, then you're going to lean towards those who are FI users, and I would say the first two slots. If it's really strong, at least the first two slots. If it is strong, if it's strong, bouncy back and forth, maybe three, but it's there. I say first two. So let me know if you have the same thing happening. If you're wondering which type you are, just look at those little nuances in your actions and what you thought, not your actions, but your thoughts. And if you are a FE user, the first two slots, does the same thing happen to you? Or do you just go with it? Do you just go for it? I don't know. That's just what's on my mind today. So everybody, I hope you're doing well and stay safe.